Written and voiced by Ashley Siegel. Chapter 3, Part 1. 3 days went by and the clouds in the sky got darker by day. Lightning kept threatening to strike and thunder was getting louder. The weather forecast said there'd be a chance of a thunderstorm, which never really bothered Titan, who was looking out his bedroom window. "Titan, your friends are here," says his gran, who was downstairs on the phone having a lovely chat. Titan makes his way down the stairs, more irritated than ever. Good thing his friends were chilling on the couch watching TV. "Hey guys, I see y'all are early," he says in his low tone. "Yo man, you see how the sky is today? I bet it's gonna rain," remarks Tyler. "What's eating you, bub?" "Yeah, you're gloomier than usual today," said a concerned Drea. "Can we go now? We can't be late." Okay, little man. Grandma Claudette, we'll see you later," says Miles. Claudette signals a goodbye and the teens are off to school. Along the way, there was an awkward silence until Miles tried to break the quietness. "It's been days since we've seen that bird. Think it'll come back?" "I doubt it, man. Cleo finished it with that water bubble thing. It's probably the first and the last one we saw. Would you just be quiet for a minute till we get to school, please?" replied an agitated Titan as he blurred away before Tyler could finish his sentence, leaving the rest of the gang puzzled. "Something ain't right, y'all," said Cleo, looking at them as if waiting for a reason to follow. "He's done this before, but never told us in 3 days what happened that day he popped up from the woods," replied Drea. "I don't think it's what, it's who," continued Miles. "What do you mean by that?" asked Tyler. "I'll tell you when I can. It's a feeling I can't shake right now. Someone did something, or he saw something. I don't know who, but it's someone." "Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go check on our boy," Tyler says, making all of them run towards school. When they get to school, tired from the morning, they feel the ground shake and hear the ground thud like an earthquake was happening. And as they walk towards the commotion, they see an angry Titan stomping on the ground as hard as he could, causing the ground to shake and making craters wherever he stomped. He was crumping to the music he was listening to in his headphones. "Wow, he's good," compliments Cleo. "Can't say much about the ground though," continued Tyler. "He can dance for sure, but who'll fix the field? Tonight is the night of the basketball game and concrete takes time to dry and harden in this weather," says a worried Drea. "We have to stop him though, and fast. Tyler, create a stone wall around him. Cleo, follow with a water cocoon. And Drea, blow your wind, girl," commanded Miles. The teens do as they were told. Titan, on the other hand, opened his glowing red eyes to see a wall surround him. "What the hell? You guys? We're doing this for your own good," replied Drea with tears in her eyes. With a loud sigh, she manages to scream out, "Fine, we'll tell you what's up. Just not now, okay?" He ends up saying in a low tone. The walls around him are brought down by Miles' flames, making the cracked areas in the ground be filled with mud and drying up. And to their surprise, Titan was on his knees facing the ground, emotional. "Sorry guys, it's just, I don't trust too easily." "We know, buddy, we know. And that's why we wanted to take things slow with you," says a concerned Tyler, walking over to him, rubbing his back. "We understand you're used to being alone most of the time." "All the time, Tyler," Titan replied with a little chuckle. "Yeah, okay, all the time. But we want to be here for you and protect you when you need to be protected." "Tyler's right. You can tell us anything and we can tell you anything. Why do you think we chill at your house all the time?" says Cleo. "Okay, you guys have a point. A lot has been going on in my life. You guys appearing, me being a quadrillion, my parents dying, that bird we fought, my aunt being my bully's mother. Hold up! Lyle's mom is your aunt? They all yell in unison. And with that, the bell rang. Listen, we'll talk more at break. This is shocking, I know, replied Cleo. And they all got up from the circle they formed on the ground and went into the school. Titan shuffled his way through the crowded hall to his locker. What pissed him off was that a couple was making out right next to his locker. They never paid attention to who was watching, but that ticked Titan off. He opened his locker and a piece of paper fell to the ground. He picked it up and read what was written on it. Go to the bathroom, to the third stall. Whoever wrote it had a really great handwriting and it smelled familiar. So he walked his way to the bathroom and into the third stall to find an envelope stuck at the ceiling. Titan reached up to grab it. With success, he gets it and closes the seat to sit and begins to rip it to get its contents. As he does so, he starts reading what was inside. I know what you are. I know what you and your friends can do. I know where you all live, and one day you will all be mine. XO, XO, XO. The letter ends with 2 lipstick kisses. After the young boy reads the piece of paper, his breathing escalates, but he manages to contain himself for the moment, and he walks out the stall, making his way to the exit. He hears a soothing voice, the voice that's been haunting his dreams in all the nights of his life. Tell them, trust them. Titan stopped as soon as he heard it, and he walks to the mirror and looks closely, asking himself softly, what? Then he sees a vivid image of a beautiful woman, but he can't make out the face, but the lips are visible enough, and repeats the words. Tell them, trust them. Who? What? Huh? With that, the image vanished. Who was that? Titan walks out of the bathroom with mixed emotions of curiosity and shock, and other emotions that he accidentally bumps into a tough figure. Yo, watch where you go. Oh, it's you, says a familiar voice that always sends shudders down his spine in fear. Lyle, you're back, Titan says in a low tone. The one and only, he says in a cocky way. See, you may have broken my arm, but it's healed now, so I can have more fun with you. Lyle, leave me alone now. I've got class. Okay, but just know one thing. He leans to Titan's ear and whispers, you're not the only one who can heal quicker, freak. As Titan was about to turn around, he sees Lyle walk away with a smirk on his face. What did he mean? What was he talking about? Those questions rang endlessly in his mind, all up until he went to class. It's break time, and Titan felt the urge to tell his friends about what happened recently. He ran into the cafeteria to find them gone. He ran almost everywhere around the school, but couldn't find them. He finally concluded that they left him, and he never felt so alone than he ever had in his life. After school came, and Titan couldn't wait to get home and dance out his frustrations. Along the way, it began to rain. Lucky enough, he had his hood on and his headphones blasting some music. Thinking that maybe they got tired of his tantrums, that they said those words to calm him down just so they can leave him in a gentle way. Those thoughts went on and on until he got home. He let out a sigh and turned the key and knocked. And as he opened the door, surprise! Screamed his gran. Miles, Tyler, Drea, and Cleo with big smiles on their faces. Titan was shocked and happy too. And with that, they started to sing the happy birthday song, which made Titan's eyes water a bit. You guys, how'd you know? When did you... How? Gran told us, and we had to ditch school to have all this ready by school out. Laughs out Tyler. I thought you guys left me. Sugar, nobody will leave you. We'll never leave your side, replied Claudette. Enough with the sad stuff, let's party, says Cleo as she connects her phone to the Bluetooth system Miles brought along. That day was Titan's best day ever, although it started off scary and in a bad way. His friends and grandma managed to help him pull through it by throwing him a surprise birthday party, although he himself forgot his own birthday. While party vibes were happening at Titan's house, someone in the forest was watching them with glowing binoculars. The day is near, says the mystery being. Part 2. The next day after Titan's 16th birthday, he was a little bit happy because he couldn't help but smile every chance he had to look at himself in the mirror, thinking to himself, I could have died at birth, but look at me now, 16 years and living. But his thoughts were interrupted again by the voice he heard yesterday in the boys' bathroom at school. You haven't this time. His head shot up quick as he was tying his thick-soled sneakers to keep him from getting the bottom of his chinos from getting wet, since it was pouring outside and wildly windy. The voice repeated the second time, and as he was about to walk slowly towards his mirror again, Titan, you sure you want to go to school? I've been calling you from downstairs without an answer, and I thought you were still asleep, sweetie. Plus, you are 30 minutes late today, Claudette says after looking at her watch. Damn, that party was great though, right? Honey, I know it was. And don't change the subject, because for the first time, you're going to be late for school, and everybody is there. She goes quiet after realizing her grandson had already zoomed out of the house as she heard the front door close, and with a deep sigh, I gotta put brakes in that boy's sneakers somehow. As he speeds down the street, leaving spouts of water behind him, making sure nobody sees him, he is soon put to his tracks when he sees a truck in front of the school, with scientists getting off from the back carrying heavy machinery. And lucky enough, he notices his friends engaging in a conversation under the school shelter with Margaret, the school psycho nerd. And for some reason, she is smiling freakier than ever, showing her braces and bouncing up and down in excitement, causing her red pigtails to bounce too. Titan walks over to them, curious that he greets them all. Guys, what's going on? Oh, Titan, it's good you asked too. There were reports that there is magical activity in our school, and rumor has it that we are in school with mythical creatures. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. So they're testing everybody in the school, but they'll be starting with your class, because it's suspected that their students aren't exactly humans. I hope I'm not human, because being human is annoying and boring, and thanks, Margaret. Guys, can we talk? Titan cuts Margaret off as she was babbling more than usual, and the others follow Titan behind the bleachers, as that's the only sheltered and secluded area in school. What are we gonna do? Asked the freaking out Titan, running his hand through his now wet hair, sitting on the ground. We don't know. I mean, they have the latest tech to detect us with our powers, but who reported this is the question, replied Miles, pacing back and forth. Miles, you're making us dizzy with your pacing. We need a plan to dodge this. I mean, what will they do to us? Asked the panicking Cleo. Lyle. What? It's Lyle. He said he knew what I am, and I'm not the only one. Plus, I got this yesterday, Titan says, taking out the crumpled piece of paper he got from the bathroom. I got this yesterday in the bathroom. Somebody's onto us, guys, and I think it's Lyle. But that handwriting, though, it's too perfect to be his. We have to go now, says Miles as he crumples it again and stuffs it in his pocket. Wait, Miles, we can't draw attention by running, says Tyler. What then? Dude, we have to go like pronto before the bell... Too late, continued Drea. We might as well go ahead, says Cleo, putting on her hood, sprinting across the field in the rain, and the others follow. To their surprise, Cleo stops at the entrance. Where did everybody go? She says as the others stop behind her to see an empty school filled with scientists walking up and down the hallway and in and out of classrooms with machines that seemed like scanning guns with blue light glowing on the ground. Let's go back slowly without a...
There they are!
Yells one of the men, pointing at their direction. Sound. Drea manages to squeak out, finishing her sentence, and with that said, the teens sprint to the direction they came from, and the scientists following behind them. The teens had to run around the school and through the now open parking lot. The scientists never give in, sprinting behind the teens in the rain, not minding the splattering of the rainwater they were stepping on, making their white coats dirty. The teens keep on running until they finally find the way off the school premises. Hurry, gang! Screams Miles, who was a few inches ahead. Oh! Falls Drea. Ow! After Tyler hears that, he stops and turns back for Drea, who tripped and fell. You okay? I think I sprained my ankle. She gasps, seeing the scientists riding hover bikes. Come on, Tyler says, picking Drea up and putting her on his back, and sprints towards the others. Girl, you heavy. I'm full-figured, okay? Drea yells in frustration at Tyler's comment. Let me do this. Tyler turns around with Drea on his back. What are you doing? She asks in fear. What I should have done. He says a spell which made the ground shake, and a stone wall appears in front of the scientists. Sometimes you can be smart, Ty, but a pain in the ass. It's how I do, he says, running to the others who are waiting further from them. Oh man, think it'll hold him? Asked Miles, heaving and exhausting himself from running. It better hold him back, continues Cleo, breathing hard, but little did they know that Titan was on his knees, weaker than ever. Titan, you okay, little guy? Asked Cleo, checking on him. I'm okay, just have a headache. Then all of a sudden a large booming sound occurred, creating a bright light and pieces of rocks flying towards the teens. I got this! With that said, Cleo creates a water shield, deflecting the debris from hitting them, and from a distance the scientists appeared again, but this time with huge blasters on them and even bigger hover bikes. Guys, let's go! Screams Tyler, causing everyone to follow his command as they ran, and even though Titan was weaker than the last time, he forced himself to run along. Let's go to my house, he weakly says. That's too dangerous for Claudette, Miles replies as he picks up Titan, throwing him over his shoulder. This time, you're seeing our house. To the mansion, guys! Everybody except for Drea and Titan, who were carried by Miles and Tyler, change direction towards the woods. The scientists keep following until one of them shouts, Cease fire, men! We'll get them next time. They won't hide in the woods forever. Tyler, Miles, and Cleo keep sprinting, and Titan's last sight was the scientists turn around in the distance, and then blackout. Titan? Titan, wake up! Titan! Titan wakes up, gasping as if he had a nightmare. Where am I? He asks, rubbing his eyes. You're safe. What happened back there? You just blacked out on our way here. Asks Miles, sitting next to Titan on a large bed. Huh? I don't know. Drea, how's Drea? She sprained her ankle. Is she okay? Where is she? Whoa, there, Tiger. She's okay. Tyler's healing her in the other room. Cleo? Where's Cleo? Downstairs making dinner. I knew he smelled it. Smelled what? He asked while sitting up. The Ardrolite is the reason why you got weak, Miles says, walking to his window, looking at the rain pour. That odd smell. You smelt it too? How? I mean, I once smelt it without knowing about it, and ever since then, scent lingered in my nose ever since. It's sourish with a sting that causes a major headache, making your body weak and nauseous, right? How did you know? After getting the scent stuck in my nose, I researched it, and it's a weakness to quadrilliums, which was used to suffocate them, making them weak before the Broliths would eat them. Looks like these people got their facts straight. They wanna kill me? Us? As he gets off bed, walking towards Miles. I guess, but we have to fight them, Titan. I can't lose my family again. We have to be strong for what's to come from now on, he says, placing his hands on Titan's shoulders. And you have to trust us, Titan. Miles, you'll have to be more clear with these things for me to be prepared. There's no time, Titan. I'm gonna ask again. Do you trust us? That we'll always be there for each other, including Tyler, Cleo, Drea, and your grandma. Do you trust us? With a bit of silence and a deep sigh, Titan replies, I trust you, Miles. And with that said, they embrace in a brotherly hug. The others were watching through the door. He finally accepts us, says Drea. True, but we'll have to tell him about us. I mean, we sorta lied to him, says Tyler. Hey now that he trusts us, we have to strengthen the bond we have, says Cleo, leaning by the wall and crossing her arms. 'Cause the bond he has with Miles is stronger than ours. We have to do the same. Amen to that, sis. So, we're telling him tonight, right? We'll tell him at his grand's. And yes, tonight, concludes Cleo, leading the others down the stairs. To be continued.